Hello world, it is Monday, June 15th, 2020. It's a beautiful sunny day. Quite chilly this morning. I did go out for a run and I think it was 50 degrees at the start. My hands got a little cold, which is not unusual for me, but it was a beautiful day nonetheless. And I guess we should enjoy it because I understand it's going to be really hot by the end of the week. So get out there today and enjoy this day. Today I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to read a devotional from the devotional book I got from the UCC called Rise Up, Spirituality for Resistance. This is what it looks like. If you are interested in it, you can purchase it from the UCC. The Stillspeaking devotional that was shown for today was a repeat. I remember reading it and talking about it a couple of weeks ago. I'm not sure how that happened, but hey, mistakes happen. So anyway, I bought this book and I'm going to read this devotional, which is entitled Joy as Resistance from Emily C. Heath. And Emily based her devotional upon Philippians chapter 4, verse 4 and verse 7. Rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I say rejoice. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. And Emily writes, Alice Walker once wrote that resistance is the secret of joy. I believe that. I also believe that it is inversely true as well. Joy can be resistance to the forces that would destroy us. As a young activist, I believed that it was irresponsible to be joyful while injustice flourished in the world. Happiness felt almost sinful while others suffered. Later in life, I learned that it wasn't my responsibility to fix everything. And I also learned a lot about joy. I learned that though the world will always be imperfect, there are often moments of extraordinary beauty and grace that require nothing less than our abundant joy. Paul wrote to the church in Philippi and told them to rejoice. It's worth noting that he was likely writing his letter from a jail cell. If anyone had reason not to be joyful, it was Paul. And yet, even in the midst of injustice, he found reasons for joy and evidence of God's peace. If that isn't resistance to the forces of evil in this world, I don't know what is. Alice Walker wrote in The Color Purple, I think it pisses God off if you walk by the color purple in a field somewhere and don't notice. My guess is it also pisses God off when we don't notice the goodness in our lives and give God our joy. And Emily's prayer. God, help me to be a joyful resistor of whatever would distract me from the signs of your goodness. Amen. Excuse me. I think it's important every day to look for the good things in that day and in your life. Because every day there's something. And if we're not looking for it, we might just pass it by. And yes, there is injustice in the world. But I think that the joys that we find are what give us the strength to continue the work to overturn the systems that create injustice in the world. You can't steal joy from somebody. In fact, I think sometimes people try to make others angry or despondent to try to crush their spirit. And it actually does a lot of good to be joyful when someone's trying to do that to you, because it just frustrates the heck out of them. So think about that. Go through today and look for some good in the world. Look for some good in your life and celebrate that good. And see what happens to your overall attitude and your energy level and your commitment to continue fighting to get rid of injustice in the world. Have a good day. I'll talk to you soon.